Tomorrowland stars... Whoa, I already messed up. Tomorrowland stars George Clooney and Britt Robertson, and this little girl that I'm too lazy to find the name of. And it's directed by Brad Bird. So, if you've seen the trailers for this movie, they're very vague. They don't really explain the plot to you. So, I'm just gonna give like a little brief synopsis. This movie is basically the journey to Tomorrowland. Britt Robertson has this pin, and whenever she touches it, she keeps seeing visions of this futuristic world, which is Tomorrowland. And she has to find George Clooney to help her get to this world. Pretty much. The movie unravels as it goes along. From the beginning of the movie, there are a lot of mysteries, and as the movie goes on, there are more bits of dialogue that you say, oh, this is that. That's why that's happening. Did that make any sense at all? But basically, the plot is unraveled as the movie goes on. So the main reasons I wanted to see this movie is because Brad Bird is one of my favorite directors. He made The Iron Giant, Ratatouille, Mission Impossible 4, and he also made one of my favorite movies of all time, The Incredibles. So I was very excited to see what he would do with this. And the second reason is because this movie is very unique and original, and it's not based off anything, or it kind of is. It's based off a theme park ride, but it's not, the story isn't an adaptation, it's not taken from anything else, it's a completely original story. So, Britt Robertson in this movie. In the trailer, she was one of the things I was most worried about, because she seemed a little cheesy to me, her lines didn't seem very real, and she seemed like she was gonna annoy me in the movie. But she actually did a surprising good job. Apparently she's been in some bad movies in the past, and she was pretty good in this, so that's cool. George Clooney, of course, because he's a really good actor, he's been really good in movies in the past. He is obviously the best actor in this movie. He plays like a grumpy old man. His character was very interesting. And then there's another character that they focus on a lot. It's this little girl. Her name was Athena. I don't know the actor. I'm too lazy to find it. But she really impressed me in this movie. She's just this little girl, and she was probably the second best performance in the movie. She was very funny, and I was really impressed by her performance. Another thing I was really impressed about in this movie is the visuals. Like, there are some jaw-dropping visuals in this movie, and the cinematography is very impressive. There's this one scene where it's just one big tracking shot of Britt Robertson walking through Tomorrowland, and that was really very good. What? And that was really impressive and well done. But like I said, this movie is very original. And they literally created a story off a theme park ride. And it's gotta be very difficult to do that. And they do it very well for the most part. There is one big flaw through the last third of this movie. Towards the end of this movie, a lot of people are complaining about this, but there was this one scene. It was a very big scene in the movie, and it was very cliched. The villain just came up with this message that completely came out of nowhere. And it was very preachy, and it just felt really out of place for the movie that we were watching. Even though it was just one scene, it was still a pretty big flaw because it was a major plot point. And that was a very disappointing aspect of the movie. And another thing is that we did get to see a lot of really cool shots of Tomorrowland and all that, but we never really got a lot of Tomorrowland. I know it's the journey to Tomorrowland, but it really left me hanging because I wanted to see a lot more of what this world is like. But still, overall, this is a very original, cool idea. Brad Bird's writing is great, and it's still a very impressive movie, despite those flaws. I'm gonna give the movie a B+. So if you saw Tomorrowland, put your thoughts on it in the comments if you feel like it, and subscribe, and Twitter. I have a Twitter now. Okay, bye-bye.